Hello, it's Monday. Finally. Who waits for Monday? Nobody. Nobody's waiting for Monday. Um let's see. How are we all doing? I hope everybody had a good day. I'm going to move this over because frankly, I have been that's not what I want to do. I just want this. Just this. Move this. There we go. I have been too lazy to put chat back up there, so we're just going to center this bad boy. Here, let's do it this way. There's an easy way to do this. Well, okay, maybe not that easy, but all right. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I had an okay weekend. I got to play baseball yesterday. I played pretty well. I was pretty happy with the way I played yesterday. It was our final practice. Hello. I did some digging and cannot find any evidence that Mike Proley was a coach with the Rochester Wings. Okay. Maybe that's why I couldn't find the card. I thought I found I'm pretty sure I found a article about it though. Probably in case so anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about or what Brian is talking about is that in the pod this week I talked about Ted Proley bench card who was not able to be found and had an empty bench taken, empty card taken, empty I can't even describe it. Had a baseball card as a minor league pitching coach of just an empty bench where he was supposed to be sitting when the guy that showed up to take the pictures for the cards and he wasn't there. Let's see, if I put bench in there, I get Johnny Bench. Missing? I still get Johnny Bench cards. How is that possible? I will try to find that article. I will try to find that article because that's ridiculous if it didn't happen. I've been fooled. Won't be the first. He's not the first time. Won't be the last time. That's for damn well sure. I hope everyone else had a good weekend though. Watching basketball, if that's your thing. Like I said, I played yesterday pretty good. I thought they moved our opening day up, that we're going to have one more week of practice, but no, we're playing next week. Next Sunday is our first game, and of course we're playing against the best team in the league, so that's always a great way to start the season out. And it's way the freak down south in this college that I don't like to go. It's a turf stadium. It's not really my favorite thing, but playing baseball is still better than not playing baseball, so I'll take it. I didn't hurt myself yesterday. I worked on my new thing with the grip on the ball, and it really worked well, like really well. I was throwing the ball really well yesterday. One hopped the fence a couple of times with some BP, which is that's not my game. Worked on my bunting though. That's what I did work, because a little drag bunt gets me on base with all my speed. What did anything else happen over the weekend? I don't know. I watched a banana ball game, but that was I watched a banana ball game because the Clowns were playing, and I wanted to watch that. I'm digging their uniforms. JBJ was playing, which is cool, and then I watched a Loco Beach game where Shane Victorino was the coach, but again, he's the big time coach or whatever they call it, where he's just there for certain games. So And I didn't even know it was him until they said it was Shane Victorino. I did not know it was him. I don't think I watched an actual baseball game though, like a major league game, but whatever. Let's do some dailies here. Do you realize though that by the end of this week, by Friday, meaning when I stream on Friday, we'll be in the regular season? I think, what is it? Wednesday night is the Yankees at the Giants, and then Thursday is the opening for like half the teams, and then Friday the other half. It's really weird. I'm not enjoying that schedule, but let's do some baseball dailies, shall we? What are we doing? We are doing starting 9. And what is going to happen here at the maybe this will be our last one before I reset everything, because I said I was going to reset it on opening day, and technically opening day is Wednesday. So maybe we reset it on Wednesday. I'm not sure. We'll think about that. But let's go ahead and play some starting 9. We went 7-2 last week. We had 5 home runs. That's not bad. 5 home runs in 1 week. I'll take it. Let's go ahead and get started with this week and see how we do. We can do this one time, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to start at...
I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base.
I don't know why I can't hear it. I'm hoping you guys are... You went 9-0. Ooh, well, I mean, you're better at this than I am, but I hope I can come up with a little bit of that. I did not hear that alert, which is weird. But I saw it. I hope you guys heard it. You're perfect through 3 so far. All right. Well, that's... Again, you guys are a lot better at this than I am. Can you guys hear this when I play this?
I'm not hearing it. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base.
Nor do I see any levels. Oh, okay. On A and C, A and B. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, as long as you guys can hear, I know what it sounds like too. All right, let's get started here. All right, you guys are here. That's good. That's all I can. I created them. I know what they are. All right, let's go third base. Let's see what we can do. All right, we've got Bomer and Scott. Bomer and Scott. I'm pretty sure this isn't Mike or Michael Scott. The Office never did a baseball episode. They did a basketball episode, and they did somewhat of a hockey episode. They did a speed skating episode or something like that. They never did it. They had a baseball bobblehead, but that was a one scene kind of thing. No baseball. Bomer and Scott. I don't know. So, you know what happens when we don't know? We go Red Sox. Nailed it. Oh, they did a 5K run. That's right. The Michael Scott run for the cure of rabies and other assorted oddities. Wow. It's the Red Sox. Easy. Totally had that. September 24th, 1969. Mike Andrews, 14 inning double, helps Red Sox beat Yankees 1-0 by the immortal Bill Nowlin. All right, this was a 14-inning game in 1969. Not a lot of hits for a 14-inning game. Some errors, no runs except for this walk-off double. So they didn't play 14, so we got to keep that in mind. You did the same thing. It's a legit strategy. If you don't know, guess the Red Sox. 312, 302 for a 14-inning game. 257. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to go 3 hours and I'm going to go 324 in honor of Rickey Henderson. 324. That's my guess. Get your over-unders in, 324. Send it. I mean, that's a pretty good way to I was 1 minute off. I hit a home run, and I was 1 minute off from right on. And I was the only one. Brian just missed it. By 1 minute, you missed it. But I am inordinately proud of getting that one. Time is hidden by, there you go, 323. I guess I can make that a little bit bigger now. I usually shorten it so you can see the record at the beginning. 323. That's nailing it right there. Let's see here. For the Yankees, we got Stick at short. Bobby Mercer, we got Joe Pepitone at first. Squatty Body behind the dish. I don't know who Len Bomer is. Didn't have a long career, but if he was not nicknamed Boomer with that face and Len Bomer, he had to have been called Boomer. Bamer. I'm sorry, Bamer. Let's see, for the Sox, we've got Yaz, we've got Reggie Smith, Rico Petrocelli. I was wondering if that was Boomer or not. Peak bad Yankees, yeah. I was wondering if that was Boomer or not. But I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure that Boomer played for the Sox. Remember him more for the Brewers, but... and we've got Ken Brett on the mound. Fantasy Island guest star Ken Brett. Wow, the Red Sox only used 2 pitchers. All right, I'll take it. We're off to a strong start. I like it. All right, game number 2. We can't start with third base on this one. So let's go. What if we do something different? What if instead of like pitcher would be my normal thing here? What if we just go rogue and go left field? Just for fun. We're going to do it. All right, we've got John Jay and Joey Gallo. I think I'm going to focus on Joey Gallo just because I know more of the teams he played for. John Jay played for a lot of teams. The Rockies and the Cardinals, I think, are the main ones. Joey Gallo, let's see. Rangers, Yankees. I don't remember who else. Joe, I've mentioned it, I think, on the pod a couple weeks ago. I know Joey Gallo was trying to make a comeback as a pitcher, and it wasn't going well. But he's got a great arm, so it makes sense. He's tall. Could work. All right, so I'm either going to focus on the Yankees or the Rangers. I'm just going to go with the Yankees first. Well, let's see. He was hitting 6th. I'm going to go with the Yankees. I think he might have hit higher for the Rangers. We'll try it. No. All right, now we can go third base. I don't think he played in the National League. Otherwise, I'd go DH, but I'm going to go third base. All right. I was going to say, but this is definitely the Rangers. Mike Moustakas, this is the Orioles. All right. I nailed the two teams here. Now, which team is it that we need? Let's do this. Let's lay bets on whether I guess the right team or not. It's the Rangers versus the Orioles. I know where I'm going. I'm going to go with the Orioles. Is this the right 50-50? It's no. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Isn't the Orioles? Moustakas was... Oh, it's Kansas City then. Moustakas was never in... Oh, all right. Well... Shin-Soo Choo. Yeah, this is definitely... Okay, now I'm seeing a clearer picture. Let's go Rangers. Let's hope that's who we need. There we go. We got there.
Doctor!
Eventually.
You can hang a star on that, baby!
Rangers, May 26, 2018. Shin-Soo Choo sets career homer record for Asian-born players with walk-off for Rangers against Royals by Madison McIntyre. I don't believe I've heard Madison's name before. I'm going to guess that this record for Asian-born players is not going to last a whole lot longer. I predict somebody that is currently in the big leagues is going to break that record. Just putting it out there. All right. 2018, we've got a 315 right off the bat. I think that's a really good guess. That's a good guess. Only 14 hits in the game. I am going to say 308. I'm going 308 for this, assuming it's a 9-inning walk-off. 302. All right, 308 is my guess. Get your over-unders in and send it. Oh, I'm in. 259 just by the skin of my teeth. Andrew, you got a win. Brian was a little bit high on that one. I'm 2 for 2 in time guessing this week. Winning run scored with 0 outs. All right. Kansas City Royals, John Jay. Who else did John Jay play for? St. Louis, San Diego, I don't remember. Cubs, vaguely. Royals, D-backs, no. White Sox, no. D-backs again, no. And the Angels. All right. Not any of the teams that I was naming. Whit Merrifield, Mike Moustakas. Definitely didn't play for the Orioles. Milwaukee, Cincinnati, Colorado, and the Angels. Who am I thinking? I'm thinking of he played for Atlanta. I don't remember who I'm thinking of. All right, we got Sal Soler, Alex Gordon, Hunter Dozier, Ryan Goins. I don't know why I went up an octave there. Alcides Escobar, Ian Kennedy on the mound, Delino DeShields. I'm assuming that's junior. Yeah. Shin-Soo, Isaiah Kiner Falafa, Ralph Kiner. I never put 2 and 2 together that was Ralph Kiner. Mazzara, Profar, Joey Gallo, Rogned Oder, Rough Oder. One of them, Ronald Guzman, Carlos Perez, and Big Bartolo, Big Sexy on the mound. That's what he does. 7 innings, just throwing fastballs. All right. We're 2-0. This is a good warm-up here. Good warm-up for the regular season. We're really locking in here as we get through spring training. This game is taking place in a big league stadium. We've left Arizona. I did watch part of the Dodgers Angels last night. I think so. I think the story just made news last year, around this time. I don't remember. I don't even remember if they met, because Ralph Kiner passed away a couple of years ago. I don't even remember if they met. But I'm a big Ralph Kiner fan. So, been meaning to do an episode. It's kind of like Rabbit Moranville. I feel like if I do a Ralph Kiner episode, I'm not going to be able to fit it all in one episode. And I just don't like doing two-parters. I don't know why, but I just don't like doing them. All right. Let's see. We're moving on to game number 3. Let's see what we got. We can start with third base. That's good. Now, I know we've had this guy before because we always come up with Tia, and then I forget the second twin's name. Then you guys tell me, and then I go, oh, Tia and I was going to say Mowry, but that's their last name. And Devlin. Devlin. I think there was a Devlin. Back in the dead ball era. I don't know if that's the one or not. I don't know. Tia and Tamara. See? I predicted the future. I will never remember Tamara's Art Devlin. I don't think that's the Devlin I'm thinking of then. All right. I would say Red Sox, but it's too soon. We already had that. It used to be Phillies was coming up a lot, but not a lot of Phillies lately. And the Rangers was the other team. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with Baltimore here. Just thinking of the Browns as well. I'm going to do it. No. All right, let's go pitcher. We've had this entire team before. Coakley and Taylor. Not Tim Taylor, the tool man. Not Jake Taylor. He was a catcher, obviously. It could be Taylor Swift. Possibly. This could be a Rock and Jock situation. Could be a House of David situation. Coakley and Taylor. Coakley and Taylor. I'm just going to throw the Yankees up there again. Until I get one, I'm going to keep throwing the Yankees up there. All right. Let's go. Let's go center field. Because there's a whole song. Yeah, let's go center field. Seymour Butts is in center field, and Kruger. That was the name of the superintendent on Friends, of the building that they lived in. Seymour. Cy Seymour. That sounds correct. Does it help me? No. But I've heard that name before. Not Freddy Krueger. No, I don't think so. I think he'd probably pitch. He'd probably stick him on the edge of those things and throw it. Seymour, this could be a Little Shop of Horrors, like Broadway team, like on Seinfeld when Bette Midler was playing against the improv team. Suddenly Seymour. Diane Kruger, maybe? I'm really leaning towards a celebrity game here. I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's do Phils. Let's do the Phils. No, we're getting down to it now. We're getting down to it. Let's do short. Lobert and Bill Dolan. Bill Dolan. Pretty sure I did an entire episode on Bill Dolan. And I have no idea. Freddy Krueger. Well, I think I've mentioned it before. My best friend is Mike Scott. And even for me, when I think of Mike Scott, I think of The Office before I think of The Pitcher. But Ulf Dolan, oh boy, there's a Ulf Dolan. Did he play for the Pens? I want to say Ulf Dolan. At least at some point, I think he played for the Pens. I have not watched a hockey game since the Olympics ended. The Leafs are just so bad. And then Austin Matthews got cheap shotted and is out for the year. He's not my favorite player on the team even, but I'm just like, they're so bad. I'm not even watching the Leafs anymore. And baseball's starting a little bit earlier than usual, so I got no reason to watch it. I am pretty sure that this is going to be Bill Dolan, and I don't remember who he played for. I'm going to go with Cleveland just because. Because if it isn't, I don't want to hear about it in chat. A Ranger and a Shark. No Cleveland. All right, let's see. I'm going to kick myself when that's Bill Dolan and I don't remember who he played for. Do we go catcher? Ulf Samuelsson. You did not write this story. But also, I like to throw Cleveland in there just in case it is, so that you don't get on my back about it. Dallas, Chicago, Washington. Ulf Samuelsson. Maybe I'm getting my Ulfs mixed up. I like the team on the left from this era. Is that Bill Dolan? Again, not that it's helping me, because I don't remember who Bill Dolan played for. I don't know. Do I go infield or outfield here? Or do I go catcher? Catcher, it's going to end up with a Gabby, and then that's going to throw me off because they played for so many teams. It is Bill Dolan. Bill Dolan, Cy Seymour. Who is this? And you said it was Art Devlin. I know this away team, and that might not even be the team that we need. Yeah, I mentioned Suddenly Seymour. I did mention that. I think I'm going to go... I'm going to go second base. Second base. Doyle and Huggins. Hans Lobert. I've heard of that name, I think. Andy Coy. I don't know any of those guys. This isn't Miller Huggins, I don't think. I only know Miller Huggins as a manager for the Yankees. This isn't Doyle Alexander. I'm pretty positive this isn't Doyle Alexander, nor John Smoltz for that matter. I don't think it's O'Doyle from Billy Madison, simply because the O is missing. David Doyle. Who was he? Was he the voice of Charlie, or was he the guy that was on camera? That probably is Miller Huggins. I don't know who he played for, and I've already guessed the Yankees. Bosley, that's the name. Bosley, the hair transplant guru. John Forsythe was the voice of Charlie. And then didn't in the reboot, the movies, it was Bill Murray was Bosley, right? And he did not treat the women very well. I love Bill Murray, but he's very problematic. Not Chevy Chase level problematic, but he is a little problematic, which sucks because, I mean, everyone loves Bill Murray, and he's a big baseball guy. Boy, I'm not going Boston again this early. Maybe the Cubs. I don't think the White Sox. I mean, we've got a time frame. There's not that many teams. Tigers. I don't think that's a Bill Dolan team. The A's, I don't think so. The Braves, that would be the Boston Braves at that point. I don't think so. The Senators, Nationals, maybe? It's not the Yankees, not the Phillies, the A's, the Bucks. I don't see that. St. Louis. I don't know. None of these are screaming out to me. Maybe the D-backs? Should we go D-backs? We probably need the home team, and I'm focusing on the away team. I really don't remember who Bill Dolan played for. The Reds? Maybe the Reds. I got nothing better. I think we might take an L here. All right, I'm going with the Reds. Send it. Better to be lucky than good.
Another 5. Are you kidding me? That's right.
Oh, I haven't updated that.
Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right. Nailed it. Lucky. I was just building drama. This is how you podcast and stream. You got to build drama. Got to make you guys think that I got no clue. It's a shot in the dark. Is this the end for our hero? No, I knew it all along. All along. 1907. Larry McLean. This is a very weird sentence. Larry McLean's arm bat propels Reds over Giants. The old arm bat. Yep. Oh, I broke all my bats. I'm going to have to go up and just swing with my arm. Totally nailed that. Totally nailed it. The Giants and the Reds. And I got the team. Oh, no, I got the... It was the home team. Knew it. I didn't even consider the Giants. The Giants or the Dodgers. The go-to team when you have no clue. $1.50. All right. If you're saying $1.50, I'm going to say $1.50 on this one too. 1907. I don't know. I'm going to go with 155. Actually, I'm going to go with 159. I'm going to hedge my bets. 159. No, I'm going to go with 155. I said that first. All right, 155 for this game in 1907. There probably was a stoppage because if you're using an arm bat, it's going to hurt. 142, all right. All right, I'm saying 155. Get your over-unders in. Send it. Oh, boy. Nailed it. Nailed it. I mean, Brian nailed it right on there. Andrew, you win. I win. 3 for 3 in both the team and the time. Might be time to buy a lottery ticket. Let's see. Art Devlin. This is not the Devlin I was thinking of. This guy's got speed. I like it. Of course, it's 1905. This guy's just got speed. I think we're beyond the advancing extra base, stolen base thing. Yeah, pretty good player. Let's see. Cy Seymour. Never pitched for... Okay, he did pitch for Boston, the Boston Braves, but for some reason I was thinking Boston on him. I don't know why. Didn't pitch. Played, I think. An 8.0 WAR. Wow. Led the league in batting, slugging, OPS, hits, doubles, triples, RBI. Hit 21 stolen bases. Led the league in total bases. Wow. He didn't even get a Chalmers Award for that thing. That's a freaking great season. Cy Seymour. Roger Bresnahan, Hall of Famer. The Duke of Tralee. I don't know where Tralee is. He was born and died in Toledo. Let's see, 279. I mean, dead ball era. Was he just a pioneer catcher? Did he create some... Is he the guy that came up with equipment? Why is he in the Hall of Fame? I'm wondering. Who is BLA? Oh, Baltimore. Town in Ireland, according to Google. Oh. Very Irish. He's Ohio Irish. I'm guessing he's got a bio. No. I would have just assumed all Hall of Famers had a bio. Oh, or do I need to go there? There we go. Generally regarded the most famous catcher from the dead ball era, known for his innovations in protective equipment. Ever used continuously at the top of the batting order. Catchers almost always batted 8th in the dead ball era. 419 on base in 1906. Surprising speed despite being 5'9", 200 pounds. Close friend of John McGraw. My God, I can only sign in so many times. Highly strung and almost abnormally emotional. But he had a soft heart. That's a weird first paragraph. All right, I'm going to look at him. Possible podcast material. Here's Bill Dolan. I am going to have to go back and remember Dowlin, I guess. Dowlin, not Dolan. I don't remember why I did. I mean, his nickname's Bad Bill, so that might be part of it.
Wow. Did not have a good World Series. He should hand back his watch or whatever he got for winning this World Series. He got on base 3 times via walks, and that was it. Larry Doyle, Luther Taylor, Miller Huggins. Well, we don't want that. Miller Huggins. Wow, Miller, not a bad player. Walked a lot. Look at that, on base 382. He's a second baseman. Hans Lobert. I feel like we've talked about him. Nickname Honus. Easy. Brother of Frank. Cousin of Joe and Joe. His Hall of Fame plaque is getting pretty sparse. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. And I'm assuming we're talking about Bresnahan? Do tell me. I would like to know more. Art Kruger, Andy Coakley. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, that's a good freaking start. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the drama was all totally manufactured, but, you know, keep you guys interested. All right, very nice. I don't think Paul's here today. Usually hear from Paul if he's here. Love the game, Paul. Thank you very much. Let's do a quick daily walk-off, shall we? Let's see. 2,000 plus career hits, saves, mainly played shortstop, and born in the DR. Well, Bobby and Carney were not born in the DR. That's for sure. Rogers plaque, you can kind of tell they didn't have any cool stats. I want to see what stats would they have put on it. I mean, 212 stolen bases for a catcher, pretty good. He led the league in hit by pitches 1 year. I mean, the on base is good. I want to take a look. Oh, look at this. We got a phone book here. So he was a catcher, but look at this year. He played every position except for pitcher and catcher. That's weird. That's really strange. That's the only year in his career where he wasn't behind the plate at some point. That's a really weird year. All right. I'm gonna read about him. Possible podcast material. All right, 2,000 career hits. Carney, Tim Raines, Reggie Jackson. I feel like that's pretty safe. Saves, we got Doug Jones, Fernando Rodney, and Raleigh Fingers. I'm guessing Santiago was born in the DR. Shortstop, Semien, Bobby Crosby. Oh, we've got Houston Street. Fernando was probably born in the DR. And I'm pretty sure Jimenez was a pitcher. Let's send it. Nailed it. Look at this. I played on Saturday and Sunday, an actual 4-game streak. Got going on. All right. Let's do our grid. It is Meme Monday. So we are trying to, we don't care about score here. We just want players that are meme worthy. No Ricky Henderson square, no Don Mattingly square. So it's pretty wide open here. Let's start with the Don Mattingly square, though. Played shortstop, 6+ WAR season. Did Ozzie have a 6+ WAR season? Just defensively? did he surpass a 6-WAR season? If I had to guess, I would say no. Just thinking of The Simpsons and This Week in Baseball. Bresnahan. Oh, well, that, when paired with a non-team category. Well, wait, I don't remember. Did Bresnahan did not have a 6 point. He had a 5.9 season. See, there's a trap there. You were setting a trap for me. Shortstop, 6-WAR season. I mean, Jeter's there. A-Rod's there. Oh, wow. You were setting a trap for me. You can admit it. Let's see. Barry Larkin. Oh, Barry Larkin was on Reds Hot. I think we go with Barry Larkin. Let's go with Barry Larkin. %, I'll take it. I thought of Barry. I was watching yeah, so Simmons, did he? Let's see. I can never spell his first name, so I can't even pronounce his first name. Wow, look at that. 8.0 WAR. Yeah, that would 278, 331. I mean, he had an okay offensive year, but definitely on the defense. I was thinking of Barry Larkin because I was watching last night. There's a podcast that's got a former, I don't remember his name. He's tatted from like head to toe. Former Warriors player, and Nick Swisher was on with him. And oh my God, I can't stand Nick Swisher anymore. But they were interviewing Eric Davis. It's like an hour and a half long. I loved hearing Eric Davis talk. He was telling stories and stuff. So Dave Parker took Eric Davis under his wing with Cincinnati when Eric was a rookie. And then Eric Davis took Barry Larkin similarly under his wing. So he was just talking about Barry Larkin. Julio. Oh, yeah, we got Julio. Yeah, we'll do that. That's automatic meme. I think Julio's meme worthy for his snake picture as opposed to Glenn Hubbard's. He didn't get it on a card, but he still got one. But it's really if you can stand Nick Swisher for an hour and a half, which I'm telling you I couldn't. And then the other guy whose name I really don't remember, Matt, I think his first name might be Matt. It seemed to me he wasn't even paying attention. He was looking straight ahead like he was watching TV, and he was reading a teleprompter when he was asking questions, which was really lame. But whenever Eric Davis was speaking, it was very interesting. Learned some stuff about the 90 World Series, when he bruised his kidney. Apparently, the doctors said that his kidney looked like somebody had taken a tomato and thrown it on the sidewalk. That's what it looked like. But apparently, Marge Schott is not to blame for him not being flown back from Oakland to Cincinnati. It was the GM. And so Eric Davis rented a private plane to fly him back and then sent the bill to Marge Schott, and she did pay it. Marge Schott is a trash human being still, regardless. Just for using the word she used to describe Dave Parker and Eric Davis. She's a trash human being. She did like animals. She gave a lot of money to animal charities, which is great, but she's a trash human being. All right, let's see here. Played shortstop for the Rangers. Royce Clayton. Didn't he? I think he was in Moneyball, wasn't he? He was one of the... Like he played Miguel Tejada or something in Moneyball. Who else has been a shortstop? Not Jerkson Profar, but it's not meme worthy. Who was it? He was Beltre's best friend. He would rub his head, and they would mimic each other. The rookie. All right, well, let's go Royce Clayton then. If he's acted enough, we'll go Royce Clayton. There we go. Twins shortstop. Elvis Andrus. There you go. Good. Thank you for that. Twins shortstop that is meme worthy. Did Astra Dia ever play shortstop? I think he played third and catcher. I don't think he played short. Greg Gagne. I'm not sure is meme worthy. JD was third base. Rafael Santana played there. Did Gaetti play shortstop though? I mean, obviously he must have. I think of him as a third baseman though. Because the rat is meme worthy. What about the twin that won the MVP? I can never remember his name. I know you guys will know who I'm talking about and tell me, which is the beauty of this stream. He won the MVP award, like probably the worst statistical year for an MVP. I want to say Tovar, but I think I'm getting him confused with the current Tovar that was on the Venezuelan team. Made a handful of appearances at short. Zolio Versailles. There you see? This is how we do it. Zolio Versailles, was he an outfielder or was he a shortstop? I don't know what position he played. Because I feel that's meme worthy. I'm not sure if there's anybody else so much. I'd use El Tortuga if I knew he played short, but I don't think he did. I'm going to come back to that one. Because we can put Gaetti there if we need to, but we'll come back to that. 6+ WAR for the Phils. John Kruk, did he ever do it? Because he's going there if he did. He was a shortstop. Okay, we're going to go Zolio. How do you spell his name? He's Zolio. There we go. Oh, other people had that. A lot of people playing Meme Monday today. Let's see those numbers. I mean, he led the league. Didn't his other teammates though split a lot of the votes here? Tony Olivo had an Olivo-like season, led the league in hits. Mudcat Grant won 21 games. Jim Perry, Camilo Pascual. Wow, that's a great pitching staff right there. That's a great pitching staff. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I'm happy with that. Where else was he a shortstop? Yeah, just a shortstop. All right. Good. All right, 6+ WAR for the Phillies. I mean, I'd like to go Kruk. I don't know if he had a 6+ or Dutch. Did any of the Nasty Boys have they couldn't have had a 6+ WAR season. I mean, we could use Lenny. I mean, Lenny Dykstra is a meme. We could use Lenny. I don't think Pete Incaviglia or Greg Jeffries is going to work here. Maybe we go Lenny Dykstra. I think he had to have. I don't think Vaughn Hayes had a 6+ WAR season, because that would be my choice. I mean, obviously you've got like Bryce Harper or Castellanos, probably Schwarber, but maybe even like a Cliff Lee lefty. Yeah. Are they as meme worthy though as Kruk? I mean, Kruk is a meme. I want to go Kruk. I just don't know if he had a 6+ WAR season. I'm going to think about it. 6+ WAR for the Astros. I mean, Bagwell or Biggio, obviously. Dick Allen. Oh, there's a good one. Yeah. I consider Dick Allen, though. He's not a meme. I consider him more of like life goals, being as cool as Dick Allen. Houston. Toy Cannon. There you go. Did Mike Scott have a 6+ WAR season for the Astros? Nolan Ryan, obviously. Yeah, is that... I think that's just him being cool more than a meme. I mean, could we use it in this context? Absolutely. But I want to use Kruk. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here on Mike Scott. I think he had to have had more than a. Yeah, he did. Good. What was it exactly? 8.4. 8.4. 2.22 ERA, 5 shutouts, led the league in innings pitched and strikeouts. ERA plus, a whip of under 1 for a starter. Gave up less than 6 hits per 9 and struck out 10. 4.25 strikeout to walk ratio. Wow. Look at that. I mean, he struck out 306. He only walked 72. That is a year. And dominant. I mean, if that NLCS goes to 7, it's the Astros in the World Series. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right. Dutch had a 6.9. But you're not telling me that Kruk had a 6.0. So is Dutch meme worthy though? Beyond just being cool. Or I could go Lenny Dykstra. Or I mean, Richie Ashburn, I'm sure works there. I'm not sure he's meme worthy. No. Well, yeah, you can give me a spoiler because I'm not going to put Kruk there. I don't think his offense. I think his defense might bring down his offense. So I'm not gonna use Kruk. So I'm gonna look him up. Kirk Kruk. Nope, never did it. 4.7 was his highest. I think his defense had to have brought him down a bit. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm good with that. Jim Bunning, yes. I got some problems with his politics, like a lot of problems with his politics. But I mean, no hitter, right? Or was it a perfect game? I know he threw it at least a no hitter. I feel like there's so many answers here, but I try to stay in the 80s when I can, or 90s. I might throw Lenny Dykstra in there. I'm going to do it. We can say whatever we want about him, especially if he didn't do this. He did. All right. Piece of shit. He's still a piece of shit. All right. Let's do Phillies. Is Matt still here? I think Matt might have taken off. Matt would be our Phillies expert. Phillies and Twins. Phillies and Twins. I have a hard time with the Twins. I don't know more recent Twins. Oh, well, Jim Tomei's probably here. I'm not sure that I would call him meme-worthy. Steve Lake. Jim Cott. I don't know. Did Jim Cott ever play there? Wally Backman. I wouldn't have known Wally Backman played for either of those teams. I only know the Mets for Wally Backman. He is meme-worthy, though. I mean, I will say that. We'll keep that one in our back pocket. Let's see. I think Fernando Rodney doesn't. I don't think he pitched for the Phillies. Senior Smoke. I don't know if he pitched for the Phillies or not. Cat was definitely with Philadelphia. Well, and then he was definitely with the Twins too. So, is he meme-worthy though? I mean, Hall of Famer, broadcaster, and a good nickname. Is that meme-worthy? I don't know. Jim Eisenreich would fit here. I'm not sure he's meme-worthy. Just I like Jim Eisenreich. We'll come back to that one. All right, let's do the Astros. Obviously, Nolan Ryan could go here. He's definitely meme-worthy. He's going to be the number one answer, probably in both of these spots. What about Fat Elvis? Didn't Lance Berkman play for both teams? I'm pretty sure he was a killer bee at one point. I'm not even going to wait. I'm just going Lance Berkman. Nailed it. All right. So now we've just got the Twins row. Gaylord Perry. He didn't pitch for the Astros. I don't think he pitched for the Phillies. Johan Santana didn't pitch for either of these teams. Jack Morris, I don't think pitched for either of these teams. Tim Erickson.
Terry Pendleton. Herbie obviously only played. Mike Marshall, that's a good call. Is he meme worthy though? He's not the one that had the baseball card every year with the big oversized glove, was it? I don't think that was him. Naming twins. Knobloch. Ball 4. Okay. Mickey Hatcher. There you go. Trying to think of other twins. Tom Brunansky, Alex Cole. I know he didn't play for either of these teams. No. Brian Harper. I don't think he played for any of those teams. Candy Maldonado, Chili Davis. I don't think he played for either. Either of those played for. Wait, did Candy Maldonado play for the Phillies? Did he play for the Twins? Maybe I'm getting it mixed up. I know Chili Davis played for the Twins. Torrey Hunter. I don't think Chili played for either of these teams, though. Pete Incaviglia didn't play for the Twins. No Greg Jeffries. Terry Steinbach didn't play for these guys. Let's see. We're going a bit over here. So let's see. Who have you guys mentioned here? Candy didn't play for either of them. All right. Mike Marshall. Okay. I would have never come up with Mike Marshall, though, or Wally Backman. And that's the one rule, is I would have to have come up with them at some point. Well, I mentioned Jim Cott, didn't I? And definitely a Philly. All right, let's go Jim Cott then. All right. So now we need an Astro and a Twin. An Astro and a Twin. Bill Doran. What was his name? Ramirez. No power, little guy. He didn't play for the Twins, so it doesn't matter. Carlos Correa. Yeah. I'm not sure he's meme worthy as much as just a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. My second Friends reference of the day. Ron Washington. I didn't know he played for the Astros. Actually, I think I only really think of him as a Ranger. Jose Lima, he didn't play for the Twins, I don't think. Denny Walling, Dickie Thon. What about Dickie Thon? Did he play for the Twins?
trying to think of other catchers. Scott Service, Eddie Toppensee. AJ Hinch. Astros. Joe Morgan. Did Jimmy Wynn ever play for the Twins? Joe Niekro. Okay. That's a good call. That I will use that. Joe Niekro. Done. We scored a 40 on Meme Monday. That's not bad. Not bad. Let's see here. 7.4. Well, we nailed that. Nolan Ryan was number one. We didn't come anywhere close to any number ones, which is good. Cole Hamels. All right. Corey Seager. Wow. Schmitty and Nolan Ryan are the only non-contemporary players used today for the number ones. The hardest one was the Astros and the Twins and the Rain. Wow. All of these were hard. All right. Well, I say we did pretty good. To beat those averages with a specialty game is impressive. I'm not going to lie. I'll take it. All right. That'll do it. Monday out of the way. Good start to the week. We nailed starting 9, 3 for 3 in every category. Oh, was he really? Okay. Well, not Gaetti, though, but it was Gagne. That was the first person that came to my mind. 3 for 3 on starting 9 and 3 for 3 on the time game there. First chance on the daily walk-off, and then Meme Monday, we got a 9 out of 9 and a score of 40 and no number ones. So, I mean, that's a good way to start the week. Good way to start opening week. Excited about that. All right. I'll be back on Wednesday. Wildcard Wednesday means nothing. It means nothing. Yeah, let's see if we can continue the hot streak. We got baseball this week. I am working every night this week. So fortunately I work in bars, so hopefully games will be on. Wednesday it'll definitely be on because it's the Giants. Even though I believe it'll be on. I'm working at a place called Tipsy Putt, which is an adult, not in that manner, but kids are there. It's a indoor miniature mini golf, putt, whatever region you're from. It's a bar. And has trivia on Wednesdays. But that's it. Everybody have a good start to your week. Be good to each other. Stay hydrated. Look out for one another. And be careful if you're going to the airport. Going through security. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I will see you all on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.